Part of me's actually considering Ruinous Path. Like, so if I do this, I can't use Ruinous Path. Like, what's the chances that the next card's not going to be a Lurker? Like, do I take the gamble? Oh, history's written by the bold. Yes! History's written by the bold. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel with the deck, which let's face it is like a really powerful deck at this moment in time, which is Rek'Sai with Pyke. Loads of people have been putting out different iterations of it. This is my idea behind it. What I want to be doing is adding a little bit more draw, because what I've been noticing is that, like, a lot of people playing it, they run out of steam quite quickly, and without its ability to reload, because when you consider the fact that like bone skewer and whatnot is like, it is doing a good strike, but it's putting the same card on top of the deck, and then you're getting that draw out of it. So I wanted to put in a few more draws in here. Like, obviously this is where the deck ended up. I did start off with a few different things in there, like what's his face, pick a card, and also the I can't think of the damn name of it right now, the 2-mana card, which is the slow speed. Like, if you slayed something, you get 2 health. My mind just can't think what the hell. Ruinous Path, that's the word. But I decided to end up with Salvage for its ability to draw, because pick a card, sadly there are actually some like quite big units in here, and so sometimes you'd use it and it would give you them fleeting, and sadly you wanted them, but you could only play about one of them sometimes, depending on obviously how it went. There is a lot of low cost stuff in here, which means that, like, most of the time pick a card is being good for you, but at the same point sometimes it's not. So that's the reason why I decided to go Salvage instead, and also it helps you get closer to those champions. I do like careful preparation as well, because it's not only a put in a Lurker on top of the deck, it is also giving you a copy of that Lurker directly into your hand. Pack, which it Call of Pack, is really good for like getting some more Lurkers, and obviously once Rek'Sai levels, it's good times. So it's just all about going forward. There's only 7 cards in this deck which are not Lurker cards, so most of the time you should be hitting Lurker upon going forward. But as you will see through the footage, it's a really powerful deck right now. Like, I definitely think like once this deck gets refined, it's going to be really, like, once Pyke levels, you know it's squeaky bum time. But yes, so please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously if you run this deck, let me know how it goes to you or what changes you would make to it. These games were all streamed live at all the games you'll be seeing, so shameless plug time: Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. If you want to catch this action live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, please feel free to, as well as there's a Discord link down below. If you've got any deck ideas or what you're doing with the new cards, I'd love to hear it in that Discord. It's a lovely place for like everyone to get together and like share ideas and whatnot. So if you want to join that and it sounds like fun, why not consider it? As well as if you enjoyed this video, why not hit that subscribe button and help me get towards my 5,000 followers / subscribers by the end of the year. I hope you enjoy the games that this deck did. Anyway, let's get into them. We are in another mirror match. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of these. I actually want to keep Rek'Sai. Gonna get rid of Ruinous Path for the time being. Like, in terms of this kind of matchup, it is like who can get those lurks up the, like, you know, fastest. But not only that, it's also who gets the bone skill, like the ability to be able to trade something, like it's who gets there first, which is really hard to do. Okay, I could go for that as well, but I don't know that the top card of my deck is a Lurker, but I'm willing to take the gamble and hope. I was mistaken. I was mistaken in the gamble. So sad for her. Now, at least, okay, but I did say that it's whoever gets Bone Skewer as well. So Bone Skewer is actually a really nice card to get. I don't mind Rek'Sai being made vulnerable, because at the end of the day, Rek'Sai is going to be shuffled into my deck anyway, so making Rek'Sai vulnerable doesn't really bother me, because she's not going to be vulnerable anymore. So I'm perfectly fine with that. There's the Rek'Sai on my opponent's side of the field. You know, like, you just think to yourself, I could play... do I do the stupid moves here of, like... Because like, she's not buffed enough though. If I had the ability for the free attack, I would massively consider like using the free attack bone skewer kind of move, but I can't do that right now. So instead I've got to work out what is the smarter what is the smarter plan? Probably going to be throwing this one out, because at least, actually no, correction, throwing this one out to make something on their side of the board vulnerable. Vulnerable, the vulnerable maker. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Interesting to say the least. And then what I want to do is I kind of want to be throwing down this. So they're making sure that it's going to be Lurk. Damage is coming. Like, I'm almost willing to accept the damage from Rek'Sai to try to trade off the other two. I could actually, like, I could throw this in front of here and go with the Bone Skewer move, or even, like, do this, go with the Bone Skewer move, because I kind of do want that free attack at some point. I'm willing to go with this. Obviously, they could also have Bone Skewer. Like, Bone Skewer is a thing. Of course, I mean, that's fine. I mean, not the best for me, but I'll take it. So, getting rid of this. Still did a little bit of damage in here. So, I want to be playing my Rek'Sai. Should have maybe kept the Bone Skewer for Pyke. That's going to end up maybe coming back to bite me in the bumhole. Okay. So, go throwing you forward, knowing the fact that my next card is Alert card. Throw Rek'Sai forward. Give myself the buffs. And knowing that I've got like some free attacks coming. So, on the plus side, we now just want to be trying to trade their stuff down and let our stuff, like, start going in for free attacks. Well, like, as of now, that's what I'm going to tell myself. So start going in. We can actually go for the predict before going for the free attack to know that the card that we're going to be getting is going to be a Lurker. So take that. Throw this out. Pyke to make sure that he becomes the spell. Okay. Do I mind trading off my Lurker right now? Knowing that I'm getting rid of one of their Lurkers as well. That's what you need to always remember, is that the more Lurkers we leave on their side of the board, like, they're just going to trade with us in terms of that, so we might as well get something out of this. Okay. I could throw this snapper back, so I could go with throwing you back. As much as he doesn't want to, I also want to see whether or not I can find... Rek'Sai's not bad here. I could have got myself 2 Pikes, but I'll take the double buff on Rek'Sai, because that will be a double buff, and that also should be the level up on Rek'Sai as well. So, boom, 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 overwhelm. Give me more cards. So give me more cards. Level up. This is the first time we're seeing her level up animation as well. We haven't seen Pikes. We'll get to Pikes. It's perfectly fine. Look at that pig. Oh, it looks so good. The level up animation does look so good. Okay, we've actually got some good units as well. I really do like the randomness of this when needed. Okay, this is fine. Pyke can come out. I feel like we leave Pyke as a reaction spell. Like that's where I think that the benefit of Pyke comes in, as being a reaction, considering the fact that you've not got much draw going anyway. Like, I feel that Pyke is needed as a reaction, because that's the main thing with the way that people are building this deck. They are literally throwing in all the Lurker synergy cards, which does make a lot of sense. There are cards which do give you other Lurkers, but I mean, on the plus side, like, I could actually Pyke this. Another part of me is thinking another part of me is actually thinking throw this down, but I know that I can Pyke the Pyke, so that makes me feel slightly better about myself. We have the ability to Pyke the Pyke. So they are making sure that they're going to be hitting this. They've only got 1 card in hand, so Pyke the Pyke. I'm also going to throw this in front of... Actually, no, I'll throw this one in front of here, because I might as well keep the better stat. Pyke the Pyke! Good day to you, Pyke! So, Pyke is out. He's done so much to his own level up. Like, We might actually see Cinnamon to my opponent. That's the thing. That's why I like having these little extra bits of draw in this deck. We still haven't seen Pyke's level up. Gonna get rid of Pyke. I'm actually gonna keep the 2 cheap ones. Keep my 2 cheap lurkers who I can play immediately. I feel like that feels fine. I did my promises to make some decks. Do you want to see it, or are you gonna force me to buy the playing with the deck? I mean, Carver, at this moment in time, like I'm just gonna be playing these decks because I'm getting things ready for YouTube videos. But I would love to see your decks in the future, like literally, like give me a few streams of just being able to play and test, and then by all means, I'd love to play your decks. Okay, let's go with this. We could have gone for the free attack, but we didn't actually hit Lurk. Like, I can't remember, like, I think there's like 10, like, because now the way that I've done changed, I think there's 10 cards which are not Lurk cards. That is actually such a good buff for Riven. Like, that is honestly such a good buff for Riven. So what I can do now is I can technically throw this on top of the deck and then throw out my free attack. So I can start the buffs. See? I might be one buff behind, but we'll get there. And so actually, Riven with Taric, with Riven's new buff, it's not actually a bad deck at all. I didn't actually notice what my opponent was playing until right now, but actually, really good deck. Part of me wants to play Rek'Sai, just because she, like, you know, upon attack, she's already gonna be doing it, like. So that's powerful. That is such a powerful move. So at some point in the future, we might see Taric making things invincible, as well as obviously all of Riven's buffs become permanent. So there is that. There are those things to consider, but it's okay. So buff, buff, buff. Forcing down the damage. Decisions must be made. Okay, so Riven still actually can't trade. So it's a big buff to Riven, but she couldn't actually still trade. Plus, we've still got a free attack coming in off of this. This is actually looking really nice against this deck right now. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. We're getting there. We're getting there. There's Taric. Before Taric has a chance. Go, 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 go. So before Taric has a chance, let's just go forward. Obviously, yeah, they can trade there, but it now means that Taric is actually quite weak. Obviously, if they've got quick attack, which they could have the ability of giving quick attack, I need to hope it's not, out of everything, don't be the quick attack one. It's overwhelmed, that's fine. That's fine. So I could actually trade both of these off. I could actually trade both. Like, you know, like you do moves that you feel that you will regret, but you're thinking, but this enables Ruinous Path, which Ruinous Path means, this means they go down to 2 and I get a bit of draw. So hopefully I'll be drawing. Okay, out of all the cards, it's not exactly the one that I wanted, but I guess I could use this on pick a card, or I could use pick a card on this. So I could go either way with this. I feel like we wait and draw. We wait and draw because I could actually just like throw this unit out as well. Okay. So I kind of want to see what this will be. What you need to bear in mind is this is still going to put a card on top of my deck anyway, so I could actually theoretically throw that down. Solid. We're going with the one who's got Overwhelm, Fearsome, and Spell Shield. Okay. Not exactly the best with this being a thing, but at least we have the free attack. We have the free attack coming in next turn. I can believe in those things. So, okay. Where is it? Oh, because it has to have +8. Sorry, that was me completely misreading the card. It needs to be +8 before it gives you all these things. But it's getting to that point. It is getting to that point. I could have actually used pick a card on top of this for a little bit more draw right now, but it's okay.
I am here.
Part of me's feeling to myself, go with this. As much of me wants that draw, which a lot of me does want to just use that draw immediately. Okay, we go like this. Throw down you. We're gonna actually just like start now trying to cause some issues because we can predict and then potentially go into that free attack with somebody on top, because I know that I've just put the pick a card on top of my deck. Oh, I said that I would draw, and I immediately get rid of my draw. Okay. So. Quick attack. Yep, so giving them both quick attack. It's fine. I'm actually willing to take the damage. At this point, I'm willing to take this damage here. It's not, like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not too much. So, I'll take you. Throw down my predicts. Free attack and free attack. Or do we actually get the ability whereby we can get you, like, so that we can throw 2 of those out? Like, part of me is actually more considering the free attack right now. Or we can go for the predict one again. You know what, I'm gonna take the free attack. Like, not that it really matters, but in my head it matters. Okay. So we're going for the free attack, which just means that boom, we get the buff, so we're past Taric anyway. Like, so we're now forcing them to remove things. We can then just go forward. Just go forward. Attack their life points directly. Go. Go, 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 go. I could have thrown this out first, but no. Just send it forward. Send it forward. Go, go, go. Go, go, gadget legs. Send them. Send them forward. Okay. We actually, like, so we actually didn't hit a, or did we? My mind is completely a blur here, but it's fine. It's fine because I've got enough things, but they leveled Taric. They actually did manage to get there, so share the vote to my opponent. Well, it's not over yet. It's not over. Taric is even bigger, but share the vote to my opponent. We've still got Lurkers hitting. That's what I love about it, is if, like, you go wide enough, it's good times. Lurk on lurk. So, I'm gonna actually no, I'm gonna keep you. I'm gonna throw this one back. I'll throw the most expensive one back. Throw it back to the kitchen. I don't need it. Don't really want Pyke. I kind of do want Pyke's spell more than I want Pyke. So I hope I get so which cycles Pyke back in. Okay. The reason I chose the fearsome one is, oh, crap. So I've not hit my lurk. I've not hit my lurk. So bone skill, which actually is like a, yeah, again, still a nice thing to use with Pyke, but obviously it forced me to miss my lurk. Okay, if I throw you out, hopefully a second chance of redemption. There we go. Second chance of redemption here. Still managing to get something out. They have got some nice moves though. Hitting lurk, of course. I could consider killing you. I could consider it. You know, like, you do those moves where you know that you're gonna like regret them. That was one of those kind of moves. Well, I know I'm probably gonna end up regretting what I've done. Okay. Do I want to actually go yet again? Ruler's Path would be quite nice to have as the kill something and draw like next turn. But I want a lurker. Let's face it. So let's go with my free attack. Okay, of course. Go like this. Start trying to force the trades. Still got fearsome on this one, so right now there's only, like, you know, they can't go on top of this one, and all the other ones would be terrible trades for them. Bone Skewer might be critical. Like, Bone Skewer actually might be critical in this deck. So they get their predict to try to make sure that they're going to be hitting what they want to hit. Kind of want to throw this out, because it still leaves me with the option. Sadly, not hitting the lurk there, not hitting the lurk when I wanted to. So I feel like do I want to bone skewer this now, or do I wait until their attack? I feel like I wait until the attack put the trades that I want in front of things. So they grab you on top of something, I'm sure. Yep. And then what I want to do here is I want to throw this on top of you. I can't, or do I want to save? I guess I've got another one of these in hand. Like, part of me kind of wants to save this one, although it doesn't really, their fearsomeness doesn't really matter. So maybe the better plan here is just to do this. Or I kind of do want to be getting rid of these fearsome ones. So let's do it like this. Potentially my opponent could also have Bone Skewer, by the way. My opponent could have Bone Skewer. I know this going into this move. So Bone Skewer. Yep. Okay. I know that I could have, like, done another trade thing, but that still technically stopped some form of damage from going in, but my opponent is on the better end of the deal here. Okay. So, do I want to place a card? So I could place Pyke back into the deck. This is one of these moves where you know you're going to end up regretting it. I was really hoping I was going to find Pyke again. Okay. I could have grabbed Rek'Sai just to have that additional like know that I've got Rek'Sai on top of my deck, but I'll go like this. I just want to be getting that buff up while I can, but I know that I'm leaving myself open to too many things here. Because they've got a board and I don't. And that is terrifying. So, damage coming in. They didn't hit Lurk, which is one good thing for me. So, they didn't hit Lurk. Yet again, trying to find my big boy. I kind of almost want the value off of this, but I will take Rek'Sai. I will take Rek'Sai. Now is the time I feel like we go with her. Because of the extra buffs that she now provides. Yeah, that's the way that I feel this goes. 6 on 6. Oof! That's quite devastating. He comes out. Okay. So, Pyke is on the board for my opponent. 6 on 6. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. Okay. I could consider going for this and then going again, but part of me actually wants to make sure I'm attacking forward with Rek'Sai so that she gets her attack before my opponent, like, potentially... I mean, they're past, so it almost makes me think like that they're not hiding something. Solid, I'll go. Oh my god, they're actually... No, what's in that hand? What's in that hand? That they're not willing to, like... Because they still had 3 cards left. I'm so... was it because they knew we were going to be leveling Rek'Sai ourselves? Is that why they decided to leave it? I'm so... Shenavo to my opponent. So, Misfortune. Oh, somebody playing Misfortune. I do love the idea of that. So I'm going to keep my low costs. Hope that I find Pyke. Still got careful preparation. Like, it's one of these things where I could see myself eventually cutting this from the deck, but I do like it because it gives me... Yeah, again, like, what we need to remember is these cards are kind of critical when the deck doesn't have much draw and it's mostly playing things, because you need cards like this to generate, like... To generate what you need. Okay, I could consider blocking this just to, like, stop the gangplank, but at the same point I'm thinking, but they don't get to it. They don't. Oh, like, am I gonna end up regretting this? So put a card from your hand on top of your deck. I guess I'll go with the fish just to make. I just want to make sure I'm hitting Lurk, but also giving myself a free attack is nice, as well as boom, get another free attack plus the fish. I know that this is so random and you never know this is going to go, but I do like the idea of this. Metal Biter, how you doing, buddy boo? So, we do have a free attack. Which I sadly did not hit the Lurk. Was really hoping I was going to hit the Lurk here, because I needed it to, because it was going to be one of those things whereby the extra buff would have been very nice to have. It's a lot to go down. It is a lot to go down right now. But if I put you, you're going to die anyway, so I might end up regretting that decision to take that damage. We do have a vulnerable maker, so we can actually make Misfortune vulnerable, which is not a bad thing. Okay. And I can actually, yet again, make sure that I'm putting... I could make sure that I'm putting a Lurker on top of the deck. Like, that is also something I can make sure happens. Okay, do I want... part of me is actually considering Ruinous Path. Like, so if I do this, I can't use Ruinous Path. Like, what's the chances that the next card's not going to be a Lurker? Like, do I take the gamble? Oh, history's written by the bold. Yes! History's written by the bold. Okay. Throw down Ruiner's Path. I know that I do, like, start to need, like, having some more things. Let's see what the Lurk card was. I do have 2 of these now. It's going to be a nice, like, a turn 8 if we can get there, right? Right. So, I can throw you forward, but in so doing, they just throw Gangplank on top of you, and then I don't have as many things to trade. I could also go with... I can go like this, see what I get as my options. Kind of thinking that I can throw down, so... I can throw down you to make Gangplank vulnerable, and then I have the option of throwing this down. Okay, so it's a bit of a shame, but I do need to make sure that I can survive slightly. So part of me is actually considering throwing this in front of here, but I would have the overwhelm. Make it rain is also a thing. Am I willing to try and do more damage to... Like, either way, I'm taking 3. Like, sod it, I'll go with this. I'm going to convince myself that this is well worth the price of admission. I have got so many problems. Potential Decimate as well could be in here, by the way. That's the other thing to remember, is that potential Decimate or further. Even worse! Okay. So, it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. Oh, direct part of its Shadow Vote. Really well played to my opponent. Pirate Aggro coming back into the fray. Which, to be fair, with the fact that they've reverted a bunch of nerfs, it can be understandable. Shadow Vote to my opponent. From Flash of Brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.